we'll get started. So what we're talking about today is the 3P edge. Now, usually a lot of the things I talk about, it's very much sort of the cheerleading, let's go, you can do this, words of affirmation. Those are important. But whenever it comes to real estate, um, sometimes things just don't go exactly as you like. And I think a lot of times we can get caught up in, the social media, all this stuff. But there's a few things that really will ensure that you are going to win the rest of 2025 and prepare to crush 2026. And I'm calling that the 3P edge, which it may be 4Ps, but we'll get into that. But what am I talking about? Patience, persistence, and perseverance. So I will tell you that every one of those are undefeated in life. Patience, persistence, and perseverance are always undefeated. But let's get into a few examples. So this isn't going to be a very, very long topic. I just want to kind of go over some things because there's a few things that are happening in real estate right now. Oops. Let's go over here. Okay. So let's be real. Houses right now are sitting a little bit longer. And that's something that almost every agent I know is saying to me right now. Houses are sitting a little bit longer. And, it's been 5 days, it's been 10 days, it's been 30 days, it's been 60 days. And this isn't something that a lot of agents are used to over the last 5 years. Because back in 2020, people were like, the moment that a house came on the market, it immediately had tons of offers, no contingencies, going over by a certain amount of money, and houses are flying off the shelf, honestly. And it kind of like everybody's just got used to this. Like, okay, yeah, the moment I list a house, I'm just going to sell. So I just need to kick back and just watch all the offers come in. Well, it's certainly a little bit different time now, 5, almost 6 years later. So right now, houses are sitting longer. Agents, because of this, are really starting to feel the pressure. And we're talking about not just new agents, but experienced agents, because home sellers right now still have this mindset sometimes that, hey, my house is offered, it's up. Why isn't getting offers in? It's been almost 5 or 6 days. And now they're starting to reach out to agents like, hey, what's going on? I thought you said this is going to sell really quick. And some agents, and now this is nobody at Remax Realty, but there are some agents that are wondering, is it still worth it? Now, from this time last year to this year, I've seen a drop of like 800 agents out of our MLS. That's a lot of people if you think about it. That's 800 less people because it is getting a lot tougher. But the ones that really stick it out, the ones that commit to the 3Ps are the ones who are going to win long term. So let's just get into what this looks like. First P is for patience. Now, meet Melissa. So she listed a home in April. Great photos, great pricing, crickets. Now, this is something I'm hearing from agents right now. Like, hey, just list this house. I use, Gabriel McBride. It's got the best photos, the best video out there. Why isn't it getting any kind of traction? Her seller is texting her every other day. Instead of panicking, Melissa stayed calm, kept the seller informed, and reminded them of their goals. Day 47, offer come in, full price. Patience isn't passive, it's powerful. So this is one of those things that you need to remember. And sometimes you need to remind your clients. And that can be a tough conversation, but you have to be patient. You are selling, a home. That's not going down to the Costco and buying a package of toilet paper. It isn't something you're just like, all right, I'm just going to go buy it. This is a huge decision. This is a huge moment in someone's life whenever they buy a house. And selling is exactly the same. You just got to remember to just be patient. Okay. So patience is not doing nothing. It's doing the right things without freaking out. And that you just don't freak out. The next P is for perseverance. Meet John. He's been calling expired listings since January. Lots of voicemails, a few hangups. One guy even told him, take a hike. But John kept calling week after week. June, he closed 3 expireds. Now he's the go-to for hard to sell homes. Perseverance is tough. It's very easy to get discouraged. We have a career that we hear no multiple times a day. No, I'm not interested. No, thank you. Um, but do you know what this? Do you know this? No. Do you know this is actually what's the? Do you ever go to a store and you're walking in, you start looking at somebody. Somebody says, "Oh my gosh," or "Hey, welcome to the store. Can I help you?" What do you say immediately? No, I'm just
No,
looking.
I got it.
Yeah, I'm just looking. It's a word track. It's you. I mean, you walked in that store most likely for a reason, but they said that because that's part of their script, and part of your script is like, "Oh no, I'm just browsing right now." That whenever somebody tells you no, a lot of times that is maybe just them. It's a script, right? It's just a no. There's a book that you should read. It's called Go for No, and it's actually it celebrates getting the no because once you get this no, well, the next one is more likely to be a yes. So go for no, but keep at it. The perseverance is important because once you get discouraged, that's whenever people start thinking, "Oh my gosh, I'll go to Kroger. I'll go to Kroger and work. I'll bag groceries. That'll be great. That's what I need to do." But persevere through the good times, persevere through the bad times. The third P is for persistence. Meet Gina. Gina posted video content every Tuesday. She gets 8 likes, maybe one comment from her mom, but she's consistent. She shows up. Last week, a buyer said, "I've been watching you for months. Let's talk." Visibility leads to trust. Trust leads to business. So keep being persistent in the things that you're doing. I don't care if it's video. I don't care if it's door knocking. If it's calling calling FISBOs, whoever it is, you just have to be persistent. Um, Sometimes the people that are watching are the ones that never engage. Doesn't mean it's not working. So you don't know what will end up working in the long run. Austin Adamson, great example. He created video content day after day, and he didn't hear anything. 3 months, finally, he starts getting traction, and he has not stopped since. So the 3 Ps, let's go back. P number one, patience. You just got to be patient, okay? It's not doing nothing. It's doing the right things without freaking out. Perseverance. Sometimes we quit too soon. Don't quit too soon because you don't know what's going to happen right around the corner. Because if you're persistent, things are going to happen. You never know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. But the fourth P, there is a magical fourth P, and that is Paul. Now, those last 3 were just really kind of parables, but this one is a true story, and I call this the Sierra edition. So this happened last November, I believe. Sierra told me I'm usually slammed in winter. Summer's always slow for me. And she said it's opposite. I'm opposite of what everybody else is. Now Sierra is a professional. She's amazing. She's been in this business for a while, and I couldn't believe she said this. And so I told her, I said, stop speaking that over your business. You're a year-round agent. The moment that you start into 2025, just tell yourself you're going to be busy every single month. So she shifted her mindset, and guess what? She's been slammed all year. Turns out the fourth P, Paul just handed her a mindset upgrade. Now, this doesn't mean that I actually did anything to help Sierra get her business busy every single month. That was on Sierra. But sometimes it is good to have somebody in your corner to help motivate you, to help inspire you. And that's what I love doing at this brokerage is helping you maybe see an end goal, rationalize a point, just give you some sort of motivation or inspiration to keep you going. So the fourth P is always optional, but I'm always there for our agents to help out. Okay. So what do we do now? All right. The next steps. Be where your future clients will thank you for being. So think about that. Where can you be that your future clients will be thanking you? Could that be showing up? Could it be door knocking? Could it be going to a neighborhood yard sale? Could it be, introducing yourself at the grocery store? The great Quintavious Burdett, or everybody knows him as Q, he would go to a grocery store and he was specific, like he was shopping He was there looking for a future client. You know what he would do? He would buy hot dog buns, and he would see somebody buying ketchup, and he'd say, "Oh, you put ketchup on your hot dogs? That's wild. I always go for mustard." And he would just start a conversation like that. And then he would hand a business card. "Hey, I'm Q. If you're looking to buy or sell or know somebody that is wanting to list their home, give me a call." So be where your clients will thank you for being. Recommit to your marketing, follow-ups, and brand. This is the time. If you're not working in your business, you need to be working on your business. So if you're not actively writing a contract that day, showing a home, going over the paperwork, doing something like that, you need to get back to working on your business. So that is follow-ups, working on any of your video content, any of your marketing, however that looks for you, you need to work on that consistently while you're not in your business. And I'll tell you, I'm big up on follow-ups, and anybody that I have brought into this brokerage, you can tell, they'll tell you, I follow up. I follow up until they say, "Oh my gosh, leave me alone," or one of us passes. So follow up like crazy. Okay. Give every listing, lead, and post your full effort. Don't half-a it. Okay. There may be days, and this is just like, there may be days that you're just like, I'm just not feeling it. You know what? You didn't get in this career, you didn't get this job about your feelings. Your clients that you're working for, it isn't about how you feel that day. And that may sound sort of, a little bit rough, but it's not about how you feel. You've got to put the work in. So put your full effort into every single thing you're doing. If you're going to be meeting a client, make it the greatest listing presentation that you have ever done. Make them be like, "Wow, this I cannot believe. It would be silly for me to even talk to another real estate agent because you were so amazing." If you're going to make a post about the great sandwich you have, put your full effort into it and really make people want to go and try that sandwich out. This one is a big one, and I think that sometimes you have to remember this. Find your why and hang on to it like your career depends on it, because it really does. So you got into real estate for a reason. You have a why. Now, what that why is, I'm not 100% sure. For some people, it could be for, the dream of really helping people. For some people, it could be financial. For some people, it could be emotional. For some people, it would be because I just don't feel like starving, or I want to support my family. I want to start a philanthropy. I want to travel the world. I want to own a boat. I want to write a book. Whatever your why is, remember that and hang every single day onto that. Now, the agents who win aren't always the loudest, okay? Now, I like to be one of the loudest, and I like for agents to be loud, but here's the reality. The agents that are the most consistent, your time is coming, but only if you stay in the game. So be consistent, keep going. Don't listen to any of the noise. You can create your own future in this business, okay? And that's all I got for you. Now, do you have any questions or anything?
No, just a good reminder, I guess, to be consistent, because if I don't get feedback or engagement with kind of my activities, it's easy to get discouraged. So
Yeah,
like here in Boston was